Immediately after the meeting between insects and Mike was over, detectives copied the recorded video and called a meeting with the government officials and slowed them. The beautiful meeting between Mike and insects. Government officials also got enthralled by watching it. They were speechless for some time, for some moment. It would be hard to believe if they did not have the video recording. They decided to arrest Mike. Immediately, a team went to Mike's house and brought him to the Central Intelligence Office. They started to interrogate him, and all other officers were watching from behind the glass. At first, Mike denied everything, and after 1 hour, they started to share their information to Mike, and then Mike knew that they had everything. They also informed him that they were planning to kill all the insects. Mike started to cry as he wanted to save the insects. Insects came to Mike's house in the next day and did not find him. They could not find any reason for it as Mike was always available at his house in the meeting for years. They suspected that something might be wrong. They immediately stopped the invasion's groundwork and they started to conduct search for him. They used to they used his mail to find out his current location. They had a dog friend. They requested the dog to find him. They shared the smell of Mike's shirt with the dog. Now the dog and insects were trying to pinpoint Mike's location. They found the facility where Mike was resided. Insects tried to find opening to enter the building. They came through the front door when that was open. Slowly and slowly they went near the room of Mike. They waited for a while to enter into the room. After a few hours, they found a good opportunity to enter into the room. They entered into the room silently. They greeted Mike, and Mike was surprised to see them, but immediately informed them that he was under surveillance. He told them to come under the blanket and whisper for hours. Mike was crying by sharing the information that police was planning to kill them all. Insects were also started to cry and convinced him that they will release him and he could move to another country, and they will also go to a new place far from here, but they did not know how to escape from here. A team of 3 insects came to Mike asked one insect to find out how many guards are there and also find out how many guards were there and also some other information about door. The insect carefully tried to exit the room so that they could not see him in the camera. He sat in the side wall and watched what was happening outside of the room. He tried to go forward and see what else information was available. He counted total guards and doors before they could go outside. As Mike was planning to escape with insects, some security guard came and took him to a jail. Government had decided to keep him in the jail with maximum security. Insects were traveling with him by the roof of the car which was carrying him. Insect kept circling the jail facility and tried to find a way to go to Mike's room, but as the government kept Mike in a very special cell inside the jail, insects had to wait and search secretly for almost a month. They were watching all activities of guards and room. They found a room inside of a hidden compartment of the jail. That's why it took long time for them to find him. Eventually, they met with him. Mike's condition was broken. This was his first time in the jail. He'd never been locked down in a room for a month before. Before, he also had claustrophobia. Food was also not good overall. His condition in the jail was miserable. Insects felt sorry for him and they started to cry. They shared all the information they observed for last 1 month. He already understood it would be difficult to escape from here as it was a high security jail and many professional serial killers were staying here for years. But still, he did not lose hope as he had an extraordinary help from insects, which others did not. He informed them to keep watching and report to him every night. It was very easy for the insects to search the jail as it was not clean and highly monitored by cameras like the previous facility. Here, it would be very difficult for anyone to recognize them by CCTV camera. Nobody actually cared about flying insects in the middle of the jail, so they started to roaming around and collect useful information and share those with Mike. Mike had an excellent idea. He planned to cover all CCTV cameras in other places of the jail and keep the cameras on his way to outside open. As all other cameras were closed, guards and security people would rush to those sites and increase security of those places, and his portion of the jail would be with less guard and security. Then the insects will attack the guard near his room and door will door with huge number, but they would need something to open the door. So insects were trying for months to disturb the door locks near Mike's room. All the locks which would come on the way of Mike's escape were almost not working. Guards did not realize that, so they planned to attack tomorrow night. They assigned insects for each camera and separated them for each guard on the way to Mike's room. As planned, they started the attack on 3 a.m. in the morning. Guards were not prepared for this. All the cameras went black at the same time. Security room guards understood that it was an attack or attempt to break the jail. They were not worried about Mike's portion of the jail as camera was working same as before and all people in that portion were acting normally. Most of the guards went to other side of the jail and then insects came and attacked the guards. Each team did its job nicely. Mike was pushing hard to open the door. After conducting few tries, the door was open. Guards saw him escaping, but they were busy with the insects and the alarm was already ringing. No point of pressing the door button again. Mike quickly moved to the next room and kept hitting the door. That door seemed to be more firm. He tried to push it using other stuffs available in that room. After trying for a few minutes, that door was open. The team of insects which used to report him every night was with him, along with few more thousand insects. One guard came from nowhere, and the thousand insects immediately attacked the guard before he could fire towards Mike. Mike kept running with the help of insects. Eventually, insects showed him a small hole of the field by using which he could escape and go to the outside place. They showed him the way to nearby gas station. They attacked the shop owner, and Mike asked the owner to give his car key. Shop owner was afraid to see huge number of insects. He gave his car key along with some cash. He quickly started the car and broke the gas station's phone line and took the manager's mobile phone so that he could not inform authority. Insects also went inside of the car. He drove for hours and did the same trick with another gas station and changed the previous car. After changing many cars, many many times using the same trick. Finally, he crossed the border of his country and went to the neighboring country. Police could not find him again, and also the insects were gone from the city. After trying for years, they did not bother to carry on mission to catch him, as the insects were not also bothering them then.